kind of had the stealth look, you know.
And Kamari Michael back to receive the 3-on-1 return. Stealth trying to make their mark to 2-0. And the Hunters trying to get their first win in 3 seasons. They have not won a game since the 2023 season. Which, that's a good point. Anthony Alvarez here alongside Warner Turo, as it's our second game of the doubleheader here in Week 3 of the A7FL. Hunters coming off of a 44-0 loss to Sickwit, or 48-0 last week to Sickwit. Again, Kamari Michael back to receive, and the get back is in effect, and we're set to go. Kamari will get it. He's across the 20.
Across the 20.
Kamari to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Hunters will take over.
Decent field position to start the game.
35-yard line, or 34-yard line.
Can they take advantage of the field position? Because
that's the question.
In the previous game, it was a field position battle to start with after the 3-on-1. They've got good field position to start, but can it capitalize in the points?
That's the ultimate question. All right, clock going. Trying to see who it is at quarterback, because sometimes they go back and forth with their quarterback situation. Sometimes it'll be Karloptis, sometimes it'll be Kamari Michael, sometimes it'll be Brandon Wicklund.
Very young team here.
And right now looks like it is Brandon Wicklund, number 7 at quarterback for the Hunters. And already we've got false start on the Hunters. Back them up 5 yards, make that 1st and 15. And again,
already backpedaling.
Starting on the wrong foot. You cannot do that.
Already backpedaling. Cannot start the game with the back pedal.
Not at all. Not at all.
That'll make it 1st and 15 for the Hunters.
Cannot start with the back pedal.
Line.
All right, 14-26 and counting. 53-22 is the final score as the Insomniacs just continue to show why they are one of the top teams in the A7FL. Giving it to Sickwit. And the Hunters here playing the stealth wearing black jerseys.
Doubles to the right.
Again, Brandon Wicklund, number 7, in at quarterback.
Motion.
Quarterback was frustrated.
Back to throw. G. Hurd applying pressure. Wicklund throwing downfield. Had Mason Catalozzi open, but overthrows him with the pressure coming from the stealth. Makes it 2nd down and 15 from the 29.
You got a guy open. You're playing the quarterback position. You got to be calm when you're forced out of the pocket. Forced out of the pocket, has an opportunity to make a play downfield. Good throw, receiver open. Throw was a little bit too high.
And if he puts a little bit of touch on it, Catalozzi has a lot of green down the field.
Just a little bit of touch. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just a little touch. You're right. He runs downfield, and we might see 6 in the first drive.
Correct. Wicklund again in a quarterback. Empty backfield for the Hunters. Back to throw. Wicklund looking. Taking a shot downfield. Intercepted. Picked up by Savion Cunningham. Savion with a convoy. Savion still on his feet. Savion going to the far sideline. Savion Cunningham trying to bring it all the way, and there's a flag down.
We have a flag on the play.
Savion Cunningham with the interception by the stealth.
I'm confused as to who was he throwing the ball to, because the defender ran under it like he was the receiver going for that play.
Savion looked like he was fielding a punt or a 3-on-1, if you will.
Yes. Great return. But it looks like it's going to be negated by a penalty.
Yes, sir.
Slightly negated by a penalty. Slightly negated by a penalty.
So it will be Stealth's ball.
On the 35-yard line. My correction on the 40-yard line. Okay, thank you.
And the sun about to go down.
See what the stealth can do on offense here.
And it is number 7. It is Tyrese Cook at quarterback.
He can make some plays with his feet.
And we got some more cheating.
We have a timeout by the Hunters.
Actually, not cheating. We got a timeout.
Timeout by the Hunters. They got two remaining. First taken here in the first half.
Early time to take a timeout, don't you think?
I would agree. I mean, you should know. Well, I mean, the good teams know what they want to script on offense before you come on the field. But again, what do I know? I just do play-by-play. That's it. Once again, Anthony Alvarez, pleasure to be joined by Clark coach of the Clark Broncos at Clark High, Warner Turo, subbing in for Mr. Vera, who is on assignment, doing husbandly duties.
First play, they looked like they wanted to run the ball and see if they come back to it. They have the same action to get the run.
And they give it to 14, and he going to the outside, and he's close to a first down. He'll be about 2 yards shy, still on his feet, and Kamari Michael knocks him out of bounds, but there's a flag down.
Physical run, physical job, just an overall physical play on both sides of the ball. Great run by the running back, getting outside to the edge. Great job rallying. We've seen a lot of that today, just rallying to make the tackle. It has been a lot of one-on-one.
A lot of physicalness has been going on today so far.
A lot of the physicality. I thought Sundays were supposed to be a day to be calm and mellow.
Well, I mean, Sunday is a day of rest.
But
even God rested on the 8th day.
They aren't resting with the hard hits today.
Not at all. Not at all.
That'll make it 2nd and 20 for the Silver State Stealth.
It's going to be hard for them to come back on this one. They're pushing way far
All
back
right.
in the sticks.
Ball at the 47. Fake. Cook to throw. Downfield. Incomplete.
Too much juice. Quarterback had a clean pocket to make the throw. Could have took another second to get a better throw downfield. They went double vert. He took a shot. Just missed the receiver by here.
83 degrees. Partly cloudy with a light breeze here at Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon. Again, glad you're with us. And again, folks, please go to the A7FL page and please like, share, and subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe. Click the button.
And again, check us out this upcoming Wednesday on the Other Side of the Ball, on the Other Side of the Ball Network on YouTube. Savion Cunningham in the backfield. Give to Savion. Going right. Savion trying to get those penalty yards back. And it looks like he just got those back. So it sets up 3rd down, and then they're going to say 3rd and 12 officially at the 38.
Got a guy that can get to the edge, get yards, get vertical. Once he gets to the edge, great toss play, great blocking, way to get most of it back, but now they're still faced with a 3rd and long.
Well, I am glad to see Savion Cunningham being utilized on offense because he really hasn't done it per se.
Well, he's got a chance to do it now. Almost.
Close. 4th down. And they're going to say 4th and 2 at the 30.
It looks as if this game is going to be one of those, let's get the ball to Savion Cunningham and see what he can do to get us to the end zone or get us close to the end zone and see if somebody else can.
Well, if anybody can do it, it is Savion Cunningham, as he is as talented and certainly one of the fastest guys in A7.
Empty backfield.
It could be the do-rag. You never know.
Yeah, the do-rag could add some stuff, without question. First down, and that is Cook keeping the ball himself.
And that's a great run by the quarterback. Way to utilize the talent that you have with the quarterback with steady, heady feet, good size, gets position, gets to the outside, great run, 1st down.
All right. Stealth on the move. And the Stealth with these black jerseys. Now, unfortunately, folks, I'm just apologizing in advance. Some of the numbers do not match the name, so we apologize in advance. Cook back to throw. He's got one-on-one across the middle, tipped and knocked away.
Great defense by the Hunters.
And looks like that was Kamari Michael that knocked the play away.
Cook had an opportunity to make a touchdown there. Receiver was crossing into the zone, but just a great job by the linebacker putting a hand up and knocking the ball down.
All right. Second and 10.
That brings up second and 10. Empty backfield.
Looking, throwing over the middle, pass. Incomplete off the hands.
Eyes on the ball, young man.
You gotta be ready when a quarterback rears that arm back. Cook is a very live arm. Receiver wasn't ready for the velocity of the pass. Then he hit the ground.
Well, as Mr. Daniels has said, you got to keep your eye on the ball, young man. And that's in any sport.
Mr. Daniels, you should call him Mr. 3-on-1.
Give to 14. Flag on the play. Nice run there.
Nice physical run. Still moving his feet.
But we'll check the penalty. And it's coming back. It's on the stealth. Back him up 10 yards for holding.
It's the story. It's the story. You get a good run. Penalties push you back. You got to stay on the path. Stay on the task. Get through the play without a penalty. Now, a great 14-yard run's push back.
Can't shoot yourself in the foot.
No, not at all. There's been a lot of shooting in the foot today. A lot of shooting in the foot.
Well, as my granny used to say, a hard head makes a well. You know the saying.
Soft, you know what?
Indeed. Bunk here on defense.
Been around
4th and 15.
Been around football for well over 25 years, and that's not the first time I've seen it, and I know it won't be the last.
Oh, no, not at all.
Cook with an opportunity to make something happen, but unfortunately, ball slips out of his hands.
And Chris just said hit him in the bad part of the hands. Or as my adoptive dad would say, hit him in the wrong spot. All right, 4th and 15. Can the Hunters get a stop here on defense? They need the 10-yard line for a first down. Do the stealth. Back to throw. Looking. Downfield. He's got a man. Dropped at the last second, knocked away, and the Hunters get a stop on defense.
Number 9 on the Hunters.
Great job by the Hunters on defense. Great job. But you have to
on downs.
ask the stealth. You had an opportunity to catch it, make a turnover, force a turnover, get the ball in the opposing side of the field, a chance to take the momentum to start the game, and you get nothing out of it. Can't have those wasted drives. You need those scores early. Want to set the tone.
Stopping and starting, will you just call it out? Yeah. That way I know what you're doing. I can tell you.
5:55 in the first quarter.
Split back.
Back to throw. Wickland still in a quarterback. Kamari Michael in motion. And it's Karloptis. And a great tackle for loss there by the stealth.
Great rally to the football.
As Sean Candelapis
Great rally
on the carry.
Great rally.
Candelapis. Candelapis.
Tomato. Great rally to the football.
Manly or non-manly? That is the question.
Remember to zoom in on the ball.
Zoom in on the ball.
Got to make sure we zoom in on that football when we're getting close to a tackle here.
Back to throws Wickland. Looking for Sean. Incomplete. Candeloptis was the intended receiver.
Good pressure by the nose tackle for the stealth. Forced the quarterback to make a off-balance throw. He had the receiver, but the pressure forced a bad pass.
So here we go. Anthony Alvarez, pleased to be joined this week by coach from Clark High School, Warner Turo. Appreciate the help, good sir.
Appreciate the opportunity to be in here, man. It's always fun to call a game.
It is. And we know Mr. Vera is watching on his assignment. Empty backfield for Wickland. Back to throw.
looking, got pressure, got pressure.
Rolling out, pass, no, dropped.
Dropped the interception, but it is
You cannot miss on those capitalized opportunities. Has the break, catches, drops the pick. It's a pick six if he catches that. Pick six, he walks in the end zone if he holds on to that.
Well, if Chris was here, he would say that's why they are defensive backs and not wide receivers.
Yeah. Hit him in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
It hit him in the wrong spot. Hit him in the exact wrong spot. Those two things that you pray with every single Sunday.
Yes. Trying to see who is back there to receive for the Hunters. And that is JoJo Ramsey. And JoJo across the 45, 50, still on his feet. And JoJo Ramsey might be saying goodnight, and he will. Touchdown, stealth.
Put up the Tyreek Hill peace sign.
Young man, rumble.
Put up the Tyreek Hill peace sign. He had an opportunity. The Hunters did not such a good job in rallying to the football. Return man gets a great opportunity, finds a crease, uses the speed, and peace sign to the end zone.
They made up for the drop pick six with a return for a touchdown.
I guess the safety said, you know what? I'm going to let my buddy score the touchdown.
Yeah.
It's his turn.
And go figure, it's a Ramsey brother making a play. Go figure. Go figure. And it looks like the Stealth are going to go for two at the 10. Again, we apologize in advance, folks. The Stealth are not wearing their normal jerseys, so a lot of these numbers do not match the people on the roster sheet. So we apologize in advance, folks.
So your stealth is being very stealthily when it comes to their uniform numbers.
Yes, absolutely. Back to throw. Flag. Pass is caught, but we'll check the penalty for now.
Looks like something on the offense.
False start on the offense. So they'll be backed up to the 15-yard line, and they'll try again for two.
That's what's going on. It's these penalties. It's these penalties.
All the time.
Penalties.
All the time.
They're backing them up. Penalties are backing them up. You have to take advantage of the short yardage opportunity and take advantage of the penalties.
All the time. All the time.
Extra point from the 15-yard line, still going for two.
Some of the Insomniacs walking past and saying hello and ta-ta for now. And the Great Daniel Lions, of course, playing for the Vegas Nighthawks in the IFL.
Can't wait to see that.
Him and Wilkerson, by the way. Again from the 15, still for two. Looking, throwing towards the corner. Caught! Is he in? Yes! And that is for two.
Great job with the quarterback staying in the pocket, staying patient,
yes,
buying time, making things happen, getting the ball to the back of the end zone, getting an opportunity for his receiver, and the Stealth are up 8-0.
That was great. And you talked about anticipation and patience, but also just allowing his receiver to go up and make a play.
Yes.
And putting it to where only his guy can get it.
Yes, that's quarterback play. Can I make my job easier for my receiver? And
yes,
that's what Cook did on that touchdown, on that 2-point pass.
All right, so down 8. And trying to see who that is returning. I don't see a number. That might be the other Michael. Havion. And he needs to get out the end zone. He needs to get to the 20, or that's a get back. And he does. He's going down the sideline. And he might be going. He might be gone. That is Sean Mallard. And Sean Mallard takes it all the way for a Hunters touchdown.
He can't catch me.
He said, if you want get back, you got to catch me first. Way to recover, get the ball, get to the edge, turn on the afterburners, then 6 points. If you think this game was going to be a blowout, that young man said, I got another thing for you.
The Prince, Sean Mallard, says, okay, I'm going to catch it in my own end zone, bring it out, and takes it 100 yards.
Sean, the Prince Mallard.
And it is now 8-6. Like I said, folks, the Hunters have not won a game in 3 seasons. Needless to say, they're long overdue.
It's a good start.
It's a good start, very good start.
It's a good start. The one thing that they took advantage of was an opportunity. They had an opportunity to make a play. Electric dynamite plays can change the momentum of a football game, and that young man, Mr. Prince, Your Highness, crown him, took advantage of that.
All right.
Oh.
Now, what the heck?
For those of you watching us on YouTube.
If I...
Have him running back in the backfield.
All right, there we go. All right, so there's a pass caught, and that is not going to get the 2-point conversion, so it will remain an 8-6 lead with 3:26 to go here in the first quarter. And yes, Mizzle, that is the Hunters' first score of the season. Yes, it is. So they will not. So one thing we can guarantee, folks, the Hunters will not be shut out for this game.
So as of right now, that's the trivia question. Who scored the first points for the Hunters this season?
And if you guess Sean Mallett, then you win the prize, whatever the prize may be.
A 1-hour bus ride on the RTA going down Boulder Highway.
Uh-oh.
RTC. I said RT. I'm thinking New Orleans. I apologize. City.
Does that mean Boulder Highway pimping?
Yes.
Okay.
It wouldn't be. Would it be any other way? It has to.
You're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong.
It has to be that way.
And folks, the very excited Mr. Excitement, Jaden Webb. Jaden Webb is back to receive the 3-on-1 return. Who took one back the last time they played? And Jaden Webb looking. Jaden Webb. Oh, there goes Jaden Webb. There goes Jaden Webb. And Jaden Webb says good night.
It reminds me of this song. I don't remember who sung it, but all I remember is anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Well, again, I call Jaden Webb Mr. Excitement. He took a season off from the A7, came back, and that is his second 3-on-1 return for the season. And just like that, the Stealth adds to their lead. It's now 14-6. And oh, by the way, folks, in case you forgot, the 3-on-1 return is an untimed down. So the clock has been at 3:26 for a minute.
We might as well just stop playing the football game and just do the 3-on-1 and just see go to best out of 10.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 to try to make this 16-6. Back to throw, looking for the fade route. Got it! The toe drag swag adds 2 more points to the Stealth score to make it 16-6 with 3:26 still counting, which means another on-time down, which means a possible another return, folks.
That could be a trivia question, too. What game saw 22 points scored without a second moving from the clock?
Valid.
You got to give Cook credit on that extra point throw, by the way. Great touch on the football. A lot of people in this booth, but I'll tell you, it is hard to put touch on a football.
All right. This time it's Kamari Michael. Back to receive it. No, it's not Kamari Michael. Kamari. There you go. Down it. I was going to say, that's a live ball.
Uh-oh.
That's a live ball. All right, so the Hunters back on offense, now down 10. And, folks, the clock will start to run momentarily. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
We were probably going to be the next part of another trivia question. What is the longest A7FL football game ever recorded?
Damn.
Would have been this one if we had another 3-on-1 touchdown.
There was a game between Sigrid and OTT where they scored 100 and so on points combined, and they just had 3-on-1 after 3-on-1.
Well, Savion Cunningham had a lot to do with that in that him and Lavish in that 92-38 score.
92-38.
That was the final score.
That sounds like a bad women's basketball game.
Well, Sick set the record for most points scored by a single team in A7 history with 92.
Was it South Carolina versus La Tech?
I don't know. Oh, great effort, and just could not come up with it.
Quarterback actually had a great spot in the pocket.
Yeah.
Good football. Good throw. Receiver had a chance, but it hit him in those two things you eat fried chicken with.
Your hands.
Maybe he probably didn't wipe them off after he came from the food truck before the game started.
Well, the gentleman wearing Derek Knight's number is not Derek Knight because Derek Knight is a little bit taller than that. Back to throw. Give. Hand off. And G. Hurd. And go figure, Ramsey assisted in making the tackle. That was Keith Ramsey making the stop. Now, again, folks, let me apologize in advance. The jerseys that the Stealth are wearing do not match the numbers on the roster sheet that we have for the Stealth. So there are some people wearing numbers that we do not recognize. Again, I apologize in advance for that, folks. But I do know G. Hurd and I do know Keith Ramsey, so that I do know. Wickland back to throw, going downfield, has a man! A slide overthrown. And Candelopoulos was also open.
Wide open.
I mean,
wide open.
What
more do you want?
I like the Hunters being aggressive. I like that they're taking shots, but it's gotta hit one of these times. It's gotta hit.
You love it, but the quarterback's playing three flies in. He's got to take a step, read it, and then get a good throw. Step into the throw.
Yes.
Let the receiver run under the football and make a play.
Stop using all back feet.
Right. You gotta stop throwing off the back foot. Let your receivers get an opportunity to get downfield because they're open and they're getting downfield.
And we have lightning in a bottle, Mr. Savion Cunningham.
And one of the most dangerous returners in our game, Savion Cunningham, back to receive the 3-on-1 return.
Hands up!
Has that ever happened before?
I thought he was trying to throw you the football.
4.
I would have dove out to catch it.
See, that 3-on-1 throw was brought to you by Aflac. Let me see the Aflac.
Folks, the Aflac representative is here. So in case you need money if you miss work, go see Aflac.
Quack, quack.
Aflac. So the Stealth get very good manly field position for their needs. At the 45. 60 seconds. A 16-6 Stealth lead on a touchdown reception and a 3-on-1 return by Jaden Webb. The Hunters, 3-on-1 return by Sean Mallard. Back to throw. Quarterback's going to take off, and he's got a lot of green. He's got a first down. He's inside the 30, right at the 30.
30-yard line. That's a great run.
That's what he can do. He can get to the edge. He can run the football. He's hard to bring down. That's another weapon that they have on their offense. Cook can make the throws, but he can also carry the football downfield and make some plays with his feet.
Still throwing, hurry up.
Indeed. All right.
Empty backfield. Drop
back to throw again. He can run for it. He's going to run for it again. Has another first down. Down the sideline. Gets out of bounds. With 8 seconds to go.
Once again, you gotta contain the quarterback. If you want to get a stop, he wants to throw, but if he's got a lane, he's going to take it and take off.
And this will be the last play of the first quarter. 1 quarter complete here at Pinecrest Academy in Sloan Canyon in Henderson, Nevada. And there's the wonderful foghorn. It is the Stealth 16, the Hunters 6. Once again, you are watching the American Sevens Football League here on A7FL.TV. Anthony Alvarez, privileged to be joined this week by Clark football coach Warner Turo, who is subbing in as Chris Vera is on assignment, but he is definitely watching and has definitely sent us some comments. He just said not too long ago, Chris said, hit him in the back part of the hands. How do you not throw that out of bounds? Quarterback, you're fired. It would only be a get back for the team that is down. I'm pretty sure he's making reference to throwing the ball to Jaden Webb on that 3-on-1 return and not throwing it over his head. With that said, the Stealth now going from left to right as the sun is in the orange fiery clouds.
We have a running back in the backfield.
Opportunity for the Stealth here to push on their lead.
Give to the back, going left, up the middle, touchdown, Silver State Stealth. That is number 19. I don't know if that is indeed.
That is number 14, but because I don't have the updated roster, I cannot say his name. But great young man, great run.
Silver State Stealth. I'll say that 3 times fast.
Right.
Great run by the running back. Had a lane. Step to the left, step to the right. A little bit of a cha-cha slide to get there, but he got to the end zone.
And they're going to go for 2 to try to make this 24-6 at the 14:53 mark. Man comes in motion.
He's looking.
Looking, throwing, back of the end zone, intercepted. But there is a flag down, and we'll check the penalty. Holding on, the Stealth penalty will be declined. So it remains a 16-point lead for the Stealth, 22-6.
Up next is a 301 throw-off.
And folks, don't forget to check out the Mizzle and Dub A7FL recap show on the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel. And please like, share, and subscribe to them. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the All Pro Jaffos on Jaffos TV, the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan, and of course, the other side of the ball coming to you Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night at 5:30 p.m. on the other side of the ball network. And of course, for those that miss Matt Ryan is yelling, go subscribe to that channel as well. I think that's all the plugs. Of course, the hardest working man in sports, Mel Carey of Flash Media Sports.
Balls in the air.
Nice throw. And that backs up Mallard, and the ball he's going to try to bring it out again. He's going to bring it out again.
Trying to make a move.
And the turf monster got him.
And gets tackled at the 10-yard line.
Runs downfield, has an opportunity to make a play, set his own edge to cut back, but he leaned a little bit too far inside. Body hits the ground. Not so great field position for the Hunters to start, but it's good enough field position to get them where they need to be.
But then again, I don't know if I would try to run the ball 5 yards out of my own end zone either.
I wouldn't run it out of my end zone, period. It's a 3-on-1. You have no blocking. Now, granted, these guys are way more athletic than I would ever wish to be, but you've got to think field position in those opportunities. In those situations, do I want to put my quarterback and my offense in a spot where they're breathing in the heels on the back of the end zone?
Mizzle, brother, you got me. I don't know why he did that. That's a question you would have to ask the Prince himself. And it's Kamari Michael this time in at quarterback for the Hunters, with the man in the backfield. And 2 wide receivers. Man in motion. And a give to the back. Going left, coming up the middle. Nice, decent gain.
4 yards. That'll make it
2nd down and 6. 14:04 to go here in the first half. It's been a touchdown run by the Stealth, a touchdown pass by the Stealth, and a Jaden Webb 3-on-1 return for a touchdown. And for the Hunters, Sean Mallard has the Hunters touchdown on a 3-on-1 return himself. 2nd down and 6, ball at the 10. They need the 20 for a first down. Kamari Michael pass batted away, incomplete. Had a man open, would have had the first down, but the Stealth knocking the ball down.
I get the pressures there. I get that. You've got to move and able to get the receiver open, but you're backpedaling. Backpedaling makes the throw harder. Roll a little bit, have the receiver roll, get to the open space, make the throw easier, and make it manageable.
All right, 3rd and 6. And of course, that was Mr. Sosa G. Hurd, Mr. God bless himself, that knocked the pass down on the last play. 1 back, 2 wide, and he's looking for
too high. They make it 4th down for the Hunters.
So
Candelapis, but the pass is incomplete.
It's still early in a football game. The starting quarterback for the Hunters did not do a terrible job moving the ball. Yes, they had some shortcomings with a couple passes, but it's some things where you make a couple of adjustments, give him an opportunity to come back. At this point, you're switching quarterbacks, and now you're stalling out 3 and out. What does that do to the psyche of the starter? Does he come back with some kind of fire? How does that help his mentality if he's asked to come back into the football game?
All right. Timeout. Was it by the Hunters or by the Stealth? And it looks like the Hunters are going to surrender. And that means Mr. Jaden Webb is back to receive another 3-on-1 return. Now, in this particular case, because it's a surrender, I definitely would not throw him the ball. I definitely would throw it out of bounds. As far out of bounds as I could possibly throw it.
Considering the points have come from the 3-on-1, I would throw the ball out of bounds as well.
But also I would not want to throw the ball in plus territory either. And there's the drone used by one's. Shout out to Ashmore Media, Steve Ashmore, using the drone, getting some camera shots.
One of the best cameramen in the state of Nevada.
Oh, agreed. Steve Ashmore does a tremendous job.
The toughest cameraman in sports.
Yes. And I mean, those are some big boys that ran him over, but he took it like a champ.
Yes, he did. No plays off for Mr. Ashmore.
And the camera was saved, and the lens. Ball at the 40, plus territory for the stealth. Back to throw. Nice feed, incomplete, had a man open. But just a tad bit behind.
Good spot by Cook to throw the football to the outside. Great edge throw. Receivers just got to get there.
Yeah.
Receivers got to get into it. Is that the right receiver you want running that route to get to the corner?
It's okay at times to do the Steve Largent. It's okay. It really is.
But, yeah, Steve Largent played a long time ago.
That's true.
And he wore 80.
That he did. And had some pretty good hands, too.
Yes, he did.
All right. One man in the backfield. Up the middle. Going right. Still going. Has the first down and more. Refusing to go down.
I would not want to be in the position of a linebacker when the running back is running at me and the first thing he does is drops his head to lower the boom on you. That's what we just saw from that young man right there, running the ball downhill, fearless as to who's coming to make the tackle, gets second, third, fourth, fifth effort, still fighting to go down. I think he's still fighting. Oh, no, we're on.
That's as bad. That is as bad as trying to tackle Roger Craig at his knees.
Yes. Another 49er reference.
Yes.
Looking.
Oh, great protection. Downfield. Intercepted. Picked off by the Hunters. Now, can the Hunters take advantage of this and turn this turnover into points? Great interception by number 24, which, by the way, that is not Derek Knight, but nonetheless, great interception. And now the Hunters will get the ball at the 20. 10:06 to go here in the half. A 22-6 stealth score. Anthony Alvarez alongside Warner Turo here at Pinecrest Academy Stone Canyon in Henderson, Nevada, where if you look to our right from our vantage point, you can see the Raiders practice facility. Hello, Mark Davis. How are you? And John Spytek. Kamari Michael give. Mallard
They've got to be able to
gets a little bit of room.
They've got to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. They get an interception based off the hubris of the quarterback. Cook from the stealth has all day to throw. Forces a pass.
Underthrows it.
Underthrown. But still, he could have taken off and run.
Yeah.
Picked up 12 to 15 yards. They still have the football. But now you've given the Hunters an opportunity to make something of it. But the key is, can they?
Robert Ramsey calling out signals on defense. Kamari Michael.
Throws it to the running back, incomplete. That make it third down.
And looked like Kamari Michael was rushed on that throw.
The quarterbacks for the Hunters have to take control of what's going on offensively. They've got to command the huddle. They've got to command the charge after the play is going. They're both very tentative right now. They're rushing everything. They've got to calm down and make these simple reads and throws.
As Coach Ray looking with vast concern.
Empty backfield.
And 2-5 wearing one of the greatest shirts of all time.
Looking.
Kamari's going to run for it. And the ball's out. Ball's loose. Stealth pick it up.
Number 4, he's still
And he's inside the 5. First and goal, Stealth.
2-yard line. That's turnover for the Stealth.
I
And
guess
they are in scoring position. We see you, number 14.
one good turnover deserves
Walk
another.
that talk. Walk that walk.
One good turnover deserves another. You've got an opportunity here. You're running, setting the edge. But once again, you got to protect the football.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Got to protect the McNuggets.
Yes. Again, you can't keep putting the church's money on the ground.
No.
And thou said, do not fumble the football. Otherwise, you shall pay the price.
I think that was in Ball Carriers, chapter 1, verse 7.
Running back in the backfield.
All right, give. It is a whistle. False start.
It's going to be offsides on the defense. That's what we have to the goal.
We were told that's where Mason was. I was like,
Repeat, first down, first and goal.
can't wait till next match.
Got a great opportunity here for the Stealth to punch it in, stack onto their lead. They've got to take advantage of this opportunity. They're breathing right at the end zone, right at the edge of the end zone. They got to make something happen here.
Split action in the backfield.
All right, give.
Hands it off again.
And that is a
That is
touchdown.
a touchdown for the Silver State Stealth. That makes the score 28-6, pinning the extra point.
28-6 Stealth. I was trying to see if that was Cool Case Justin Shepard because he had the do-rag on, but I don't know if that is him or not. However, the Stealth do score again, extend their lead to 22 at the 7.5 mark to go here.
Are we going to have 2 games with the running clock?
Well, the running clock wouldn't start to the third quarter.
Got it.
So as of right now, it is a 22-point lead.
But it looks like we're getting there.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like we're getting there.
It is.
We've got to see something from the Hunters coming back out once they get the ball.
Back to throw. Conversion no good. So it will remain a 28-6 lead with 7:23 to go here in the first half. Again, Anthony Alvarez alongside Warner Turo. Glad you're with us here on A7FL.TV. Earlier today, we saw the Insomniacs put up a 50-burger, a 53-22 win over Sick-Witted. And we saw the many talents of Prime and the many talents of one Scott Scooter Hamilton. Earlier today, we saw the Trenton BIC win 38-12 over the Lexington Phantoms. We saw the Silk City Animals pitch a shutout, 46-0. And we saw the Patterson U go to 3-0. But the Renegades gave them a fight. But the U were 10 points better, 38-28.
Ball was thrown.
And that is over the head. And Javion Michael smartly, alertly downs it in the back of the end zone.
I think they heard you.
Well, I mean, again, never played the game of football on a semi-pro level. I've only played it, for recess football and playing it with your buddies. But I've been a watcher of the game for a long time, and, discretion is the better part of valor.
Yes, you got to take advantage of these opportunities. You're 5 to 7 yards back in the end zone. You got to take the knee, live with it, deal with the field position. Yes, the ego comes into play. I want to be able to run it out and make a play for my team, but you got to give a chance on offense.
If that was the real Deion Sanders, I would understand why he would come out the end zone.
Yes.
But other than that, take the ball at the 20. Kamari Michael's still in at quarterback for the Hunters.
And that quarterback, a.k.a. Static Shock.
Down 22.
Motion.
Candeloptis in motion.
That's confusing.
Kamari going right
Run.
and gets back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
So confusion on the play there. The quarterback running back exchange, it was supposed to be a handoff, but there was confusion about what was supposed to happen. That's where your quarterback has got to be in control of what's going on in the huddle. Make sure everybody's on the same page. You need it right now. You're down 22 points coming to the end of the second quarter. You need those opportunities. You cannot squander those opportunities.
On the 19-yard line.
All right. Second down and 10 from the 20. Again, 28-6 in favor of the Silver State Stealth. And timeout on the Hunters. That's one remaining here in the first half. Their second of the half.
There's some frustration going on the Hunter sideline. They've got to get it together. They've got to put together the game plan that they've had setting up for this game and put it to good use. Make it happen. The only thing that they have going for them was the 3-on-1 touchdown, but outside of that, we haven't seen them move the ball offensively.
Not at all.
The Stealth can actually move the ball. They've shown it with their passing. They've shown it with the running, but they've actually been more effective offensively than the Hunters, and that's the reason why we have a 22-point deficit.
Well, the Stealth have definitely left some plays out there, and could be up more in this game if it wasn't for the miscues. Second down and 10.
They need one. A7, not A6.
But A6 is a good production coming. Man in motion. Quick ass. Karloptis makes the grab.
Get a little bit of some yards. That's a great tackle by number 24, Baby Ramsey.
But you shouldn't need to call a timeout in order to run a play of that nature. You should have that in your bag already. That should already be a part of your basic play calling. Do you have a quick screen? You didn't need the jet motion. The jet motion, yeah, it pulls the defender a little bit, but you want to make sure you got that extra blocker so the receiver can get to the crease and get up the sideline.
3rd and 5. They need the 30 for a first down.
Single running back in the backfield with static shock.
Davion Michael.
Should see some good pressure here from the Stealth coming right up the middle.
Here we go. And here they come. Quick out pass caught. And that's close to a first down. Might have it. Or they're going to say short. No, they're going to say short.
Short. 4th and 1.
He's short, but it's a good play getting to the edge. Get your quick guys, get your speed guys in rhythm. Get them moving. Get them out there. Let them find an alley and make a play. That's what you just saw.
Javion Michael making the reception. 4th and 1. They need the 30 for a first down. Kamari Michael in at quarterback. Kamari's going to run for it. First down, but a flag is down.
Good job using his feet.
First down, pinning the penalty. It'll be on the offense.
On the offense.
Good job using his feet, but once again, penalties negate yardage. Slow down drives. And now they've got to surrender.
5 yards. Sorry, 10 yards. Makes it 4th and 11. And they're going for it.
Kamari. They go trips left. Or trips to the near side. Incomplete. And you were right. Pressure came from the Stealth.
They're going to send it. You've got to. This is the wrong time to do that. You're at 4th, and you're basically, if you don't get it, which they didn't, now they've given the Stealth a great chance to score more points. I get it, you want to be aggressive, but this is the wrong time to be aggressive.
Agreed.
You had a holding penalty that pushed you back 10 yards in your own side of the field. You've got to surrender, throw the ball, and just give your defense a chance. At that point, you have to play the field position game. Your hubris is in the result, and that's the result. Now the Stealth have a chance to go up by more.
Ball at the 20. Back to throw. Looking downfield. Incomplete. Just a little bit too high for his receiver.
I like the fact that the Stealth are giving their quarterback a lot of time in the pocket to make throws, but sometimes having too much time can cause the quarterback to be just too relaxed, and the throws won't get there with the precision that they need. Maybe if the lanes are still a little tight, take the running lanes that they're giving you. Run, advance the football. So now you've had an incomplete pass, and now you're facing second and long.
Yeah. I mean, get some positive yards.
Always.
All right.
Running back in the backfield with the Stealth. 1-2 punch.
Oh, yeah. No, y'all just.
Hands off. He finds a hole, finds a crease. He's on his horse. Cut back. Still moving. That's a game tackle by the Hunters.
So great run by the running back, getting the ball right at the first down marker. Good run, good blocking, way to get to the edge. The Stealth are moving.
They're trying to impose their will and try to have themselves an early night, which would segue us into we will take the week off to celebrate Resurrection Sunday or Easter Sunday, and we will reconvene on the 12th of April. Pass caught! And touchdown, Silver State Stealth.
Great throw by the quarterback. Great concentration on the route and the catch by the receiver. After the catch, fighting off the defender, getting it to the end zone. We've got an even bigger deficit. Maybe it could be cut down on the 3-and-1, but we'll see.
That'll make the score 34-6, pinning the extra point. Stealth elects to go for 2 from the 10-yard line.
Decisions. That looks like they're going to go for 2 from 10. Trying to make this 36-6.
Empty backfield. Motion.
Back to throw.
Looking.
He missed the guy.
Got him.
Catch,
And that is for 2.
Had the receiver running up the sideline. Run up the seam off of the motion, but the other receiver on the far side coming across wide open. Good read by the quarterback. Good throw. Nice play design. Great 2-point conversion play, and we've got a 30-point ball game.
And now back to the 3-on-1 return. And nobody out there for the Hunters to receive it yet.
They're probably waiting for the entrance music like for William Regal or Triple H back in WWE.
Indeed. And the game. Boy, great job by the goal. He's going to bring it out the end zone.
Find the crease, but cannot get through it. Baby Ramsey is showing that he is short but strong.
Wow.
Mighty Mouse.
Wow. Tried to squeeze between the crease.
Here I come to save the day.
Not a good idea. You want to kind of beat them to the edge, but you put yourself in a spot to get gang tackled, and those hits kind of hurt a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Yeah. That one might have smarted it a little bit.
Not that I've never experienced that, but I've watched a lot of it on film.
Well, I have experienced it on many levels, and that looked like it hurt, and it brought back some memories. I have a little bit of PTSD from taking shots like that.
Oh, my.
That'll be first and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Hunters.
All right. Kamari Michael still in at quarterback. 90 seconds to go here in the first half.
Got to make something happen here.
Kamari back to throw. Pass. Oh, nice catch.
Good catch, but it's a 2-yard gain. Got to push the ball downfield if you're going to try to make something happen before the half.
You do. You definitely do.
And see, this is where calling those timeouts early in the game can hurt you because you're playing behind the 8 ball here, and the clock's not your friend. But by the pace of what they're doing right now, it doesn't look like they're trying to push the score.
Run back in the backfield, have a motion, hands it off, trying to find some space, and gets nowhere. He is stuffed by that Stealth D-line. 3-yard loss. That'll make it 3rd and 10.
Looks like we got a timeout by the Silver State Stealth
Timeout Stealth.
with 44 seconds on the clock. in the second quarter.
All right, two, get ready. We're getting ready to cut to you two. Stealth huddle.
Got to figure out what's going on with the Silvers, with the Hunters here. They've got an opportunity here. It's a third down and long. They're playing very, very passive here, not taking the aggressive approach. Have an opportunity to make something happen here, but they're not. They're not firing off the ball, and we'll see what they can do in this next play. Great catch, coming across the middle, close to a first down. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
Nice grab there.
Great catch. Clock continues to move.
Hey, I just heard G yell they don't have water. Thanks. Which side?
All right, first down.
Talking about the Hunters, we have 21 seconds remaining in this pass, empty backfield. Goes the screen, and it goes nowhere.
Pretty hard hit taken by the Hunters receiver.
Medic.
Contact on the play. Stops the clock. They've got to, like I said, be aggressive. They're not being aggressive. If you're gonna get out of the half, just run the ball. Run the ball. Let the clock run. Let's get out of here and just regroup to play the second. But it's almost like they're trying to build a drive, but you can't build a drive throwing a 2-yard slant and running a jet sweep, and you've only got one timeout.
Halftime. And that'll be halftime. Your score is
Halftime here at Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon. And when we start the third quarter, it will be a running clock as the Stealth have a 30-point lead over the Hunters. We've seen some exciting things on offense by the
Great job, man. Don't stress.
Stealth.
I'll take anything.
Jaden Webb, of course, made it back known, the reigning defensive player of the year. The Stealth taking care of business, and the Hunters need some help.
Yeah, they've got to get something outside of the 3-on-1. What we saw in both games today so far has been the losing team has only scored on the 3-on-1. And the winning team has scored on all of the phases. The Stealth have showed you that they can score on the 3-on-1. They can score in the passing game. They're getting close in the running game, but they're moving in all three facets offensively to put up points. The Hunters have to find a way to put up points. They've got to regroup right now, get a game plan. If they're going to go with the other quarterback, the movable quarterback, in order to make something happen, they've got to make a play right now.
All right, after 30 minutes of football here at Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon, it is the Silver State Stealth 36, the Hunters 6. We'll take this brief timeout. You're watching the American Sevens Football League on A7FL.TV live from Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon. We'll be back. And welcome back to Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon in Henderson, Nevada, where the skies look very purple, or the clouds look purple, but the beautiful, majestic views of the mountains where you look up to the hills from which cometh your help. Anthony Alvarez, Warner Turo with you, which again, appreciate Warner for subbing in and being my John Madden to my Pat Summerall here on this evening.
I thought it was going to be what's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman or somebody.
Oh, no.
I was actually looking. I was going to say the stars that night are big and bright, but those look like airplanes.
Yeah. No, don't do the Buck. And the very versatile. Oh, boy. Jaden Webb's got it. Jaden Webb is already taking one back. Jaden Webb looking for another one. Jaden Webb. Oh, there he goes. Jaden Webb doing what Jaden Webb does. Good night. Goodbye. Touchdown. Stealth.
They didn't need the motivation, but I guess because they huddled the entire halftime, they got that motivation. What a cutback, what a run, what a way to open up the second half. And they want to open up the can.
Yes, they do.
This half.
They want to open up the can. More importantly, they want to go home.
Yes, because is it time now?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a running clock. But, however, the score being 36, one more score. If the Hunters don't score, we get to go home after 3 periods of play.
Oh, wow.
So, again, folks, if you're new to this, 28-point lead means a continuous running clock starting in the third quarter. If the lead reaches 42 or more after 3 quarters of play, the game will end via the mercy rule. So just keep that in mind, folks. And they're going to try to make this 44-6.
I can tell the fiancé to warm up the pot roast.
Oh, ooh, pot roast. I might come over for a plate. Oh! Yes, he got it.
What I've noticed about Cook is if it's an extra point, he's money.
Oh, yeah.
He's money. That's money. You can't get any better than that on the extra point. Now, if he's trying to throw a touchdown pass, just run it back on the 3-on-1.
Looks like his teammate stole it from him. But it's 44-6.
A lot of points.
In favor of the Silver State Stealth.
That's a lot of points.
It is. But, of course, the one matchup that everyone is looking forward to, the night belongs to Michelob, apparently, up in here. 13:05 to go, 44-6. And trying to see who is back there returning for the Hunters. Don't know who that is yet. Don't see. Okay, it's going to be Kamari Michael. Back to take it.
Quarterback's running back to 3-on-1, huh?
I need 2-5 to put the headset on. I gotta. Oh, you better get the ball, young man. He does. Kamari to the 30, not going to bounce. Hold on, 2-5. I need 2-5 to put the headset on real quick because I got some questions to ask 2-5. I need to ask you some questions, young fella. Hold on. Now, I got 2-5 in the building who said he wanted to make 3-on-1s fun again, and, well, he did that this afternoon earlier. So, 2-5, after some time off, how did it feel to get back out there?
It felt good. It felt good. 2.5? I say 2.5 years.
Yeah, felt like that.
2.5 years, no A7. I would come back, play one game, and I already got a non-factor talking about me on the book.
And there's a sack.
Let's
ball
go.
on the ground, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the voice of Live with 2-5 as he decided to put the shades on and be the neutralizer, as I have called him to be, as he was doing some hang time on the 3-on-1, if you will, and basically kept having sick-witted play in long field positions in the 53 points that the Insomniacs have put up. So, 2-5, welcome, sir.
Yo, what's going on, Dub? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. Good to see you as always. And what was it like being on that Wolfpack sideline this time, being a member of the actual team?
I'll say it felt good. It felt good. You could feel the support of everybody on the sidelines. Everybody rooting you on. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of positivity. It was decent. I enjoyed it.
Well, there you see it. You're hearing the words of Live with 2-5. Kamari Michael at quarterback for the Hunters.
Let me see something. Oh, right to him.
Right to Robert Ramsey.
Right to him.
And Robert Ramsey says,
get loose.
I want a pick six.
Get loose.
Robert Ramsey is
Get
going to
loose.
get that pick
Oh,
six.
Ruski.
Robert Ramsey with the pick six.
Oh, no, but Ruski with that block, though,
Oh,
boy.
boy.
Oh, wow.
It's a big difference in the second half.
Oh,
Not even the
wow.
second half, but just overall, they wanted it.
Yeah.
They wanted it. Steps in front of the pass, picks it off, gets a convoy to the end zone. You can't ask for anything better than that if you're a defender because you got an opportunity to score.
No, most definitely. And it's one of those where I literally just came from their sideline, and that's what they weren't really too pleased with the score. They weren't too pleased with the score at all, and they said that they needed to come out and make a statement right after that.
It's very interesting that they weren't pleased with the score and they were up 30 points, and now in a matter of minutes, now they're up 44.
Yeah, that's a 50 burger, folks.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Yeah. So like I said, they want to go home.
So I knew that the food truck outside sold wings and fish, but they're serving burgers too.
Oh, yeah.
Knox, it was good to see you throwing the 3-on-1 today, man.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you.
Good to see you throwing the 3-on-1. You bring a valuable asset to the 3-on-1 with the depth of the throw, man. You look real good at it.
Looking for the 2-point conversion. This time it's incomplete, so it'll remain a 50-6 game. Now, folks, keep this in mind now. Again, as mentioned, we will take Easter Sunday, or for those that believe, Resurrection Sunday off. However, to say that the ish talking will be at an all-time high, it will be on April the 12th because we finally get the matchup. All the back and forth, all the trash talking will be settled as we do get our first matchup of the year between the Insomniacs and the Silver State Stealth. So you want to be here for that one on April the 12th at 4 p.m. That'll be our first game of the day here at Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon.
Hey, so Warner, you've caught a couple games, haven't you? Mm-hmm. How's it feel being in the box?
It's like at home, man.
Yeah.
Like home.
Yeah.
Just like home.
All right. Sean Mallard, who has the only points for the Hunters. At least the Hunters will not get shut out this game. There's the throw. Ronald Gaither on the throw.
I like him, but he cannot keep his footing.
Here's Mallard.
Ooh, got him.
Trying to get to the outside. Oh, great tackle there.
Great tackle.
Great tackle with the Greco-Roman suplex at the end.
Hey, Rick Steiner would be proud, and that's 2 points.
Hey, Dub, I got an actual nice trivia question for you here.
Okay.
You are actually doing a broadcast right now with two people that share a birthday.
Yes.
You guys are birthday twins.
That's correct.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's
sir.
correct.
Yes, sir.
That is correct.
Well, you know what? I'm privileged to be here. As E40,
As are we.
As E40 would say, I'm just happy to be here. with some hometown flavor. Vallejo, California in the building. Yes, indeed.
You know he's going to be here in about a month and a half, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's going to be at the M.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Him, the Yin Yang twins, Too Short. It's going to be a fun time.
That's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a fun
yeah.
time. What's my favorite word?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You ain't got that mouth short.
Empty backfield, trips to the left.
Empty backfield with Kamari Michael in at quarterback.
Get rid of it.
Does. Pass caught.
Trying to create some space.
And somebody was trying to belly-to-belly suplex him.
Yard gain.
A la like Magnum TA.
That'll make it second.
Now I'm really showing my age.
I mean, I'll say even with them having, 9 people?
Yeah.
They got 7 on the field. 10 people. They got 10 people.
10 people.
But they've got to stop throwing screen passes.
Yeah.
That's the only way that they've moved the ball, a screen pass.
Yeah.
They've got to push the ball downfield.
Well, they were trying to with Winland, but the ball kept being thrown off his back foot.
But they gave him 4 passes, and we haven't seen him since.
Correct.
Did he leave?
Backfield.
Yeah, I think he did.
Took his ball and went home, huh?
Got some pressure.
Pass caught.
There you go. I was just going to say, I want to see him start using his linemen a little bit more.
Yes.
As he can see, he doesn't really have too much time, and I told him, you kind of got to know what your read's going to be and who's going to be coming from what side.
You got to know when to throw them, know when to fold them.
But Knox, what do you think about him using his feet?
I feel like he used his feet a little bit more last week when they played against Sick-Witted, which was a good reason and a good way for them to, move the ball, of course. This game, he's not really using his feet. You've seen, 3 different quarterbacks already for the night? So I'm pretty sure they're going to, finish it off with him. I want to see him take off a little bit more.
Yeah, I want to see him use his feet. He's got to use his feet. He's got to get to the edge, not up the middle because there's some big guys up there, but get to the edge, use his feet, have the receivers push the DBs downfield, and just see what you can do just making a play on your own.
Yeah, I'm going to say if I'm him, I'm going to have 15 lineup eligible. I'll take Hurd, let Hurd come with the free rush because, Ruski's giving him hell. So, I want to see him use his tight end on the right-hand side and at least have him go up with Savion. It's a free release. Free release. Give it to him. Free release.
Kamari throws pass, looking for Kaloptis, incomplete.
But that's what you have when you've got pressure in your face. If you see he's walking back from the sideline, 3 defenders are walking near him. There's got a receiver 15 yards downfield that had a step on the DB. You've got to, if you know that throw is going to be the throw, sometimes you got to stay in the pocket and just take that throw.
No, 100%.
Take the shot, but take the physical shot, but take the shot going downfield.
All right, here we go. 4.5 as this game will end after the third period. But again, at least the Hunters will not get shut out again.
I'm glad I was able to see them score a touchdown this season. It was like a Christmas gift for me.
Kamari Michael looking, throwing pass. And JoJo Ramsey should have had an interception, but there's a late hit that will give a first down to the Hunters. But again, JoJo Ramsey, who has already taken a 3-on-1 for a touchdown, should have had an interception. Trying to be like his big brother, Robert, who already took one for a pick 6.
I understand why some of these guys play defensive back. Don't ask to play receiver.
No. But go figure, Ramsey making another defensive play.
At least his pass deflection stats are going to be high.
That is true. Okay. It's weird not seeing Cool Case not wearing his do-rag, because I couldn't tell if he was playing, but he is. Not wearing the do-rag.
Oh, good catch.
Karloptis, nice catch.
I like him. I really like him.
Yeah, you have been very high on him,
I like
2-5.
him.
Absolutely.
He's a baller.
Yeah, he is.
He's a baller.
Yes.
He likes to make plays. He likes to get into the action.
And he doesn't quit for nothing.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't shy away from the contact.
It's a good window ball by the quarterback there. Nice pickup.
All right.
If anything, I want to see that screen come to the right.
Kamari back to throw again.
Take off.
Stepping up.
Oh.
Kind of hard when a Ramsey grabs you, and that is Robert Ramsey grabbing him.
Active defensive front from the stealth. They're giving pressure, making it hard. Playing that quarterback position with that pressure in your face, it's hard to take that read to understand if you're running, passing, and you're trying to read the defense in order to make a pass, but you got pressure coming in your face. You don't know if you need to run or not.
Well, like I said, Stealth, please have accurate uniforms for the next time you come back. Kamari going downfield. Savion was trying to leap and get the interception, but incomplete.
We got another roughing.
And another roughing the passer.
That was
on the stealth.
I mean, I will say at least this season, the stealth D-line definitely has been getting a little active. They've been getting a little active.
Well, they're going to need that in 2 weeks playing the Insomniacs.
That ain't going to work.
Well, I mean, hey.
That ain't going to work.
Hey, I mean, I'm not going to argue.
It's all about who pins their ears back and gets to the quarterback. That's the most important part.
Well, certainly Mr. McWilliams and Mr. Smith have been doing that this season thus far.
Knox, I saw you had tight end a couple plays there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that something we're going to see more of?
Potentially. I'm just getting my feet wet. Like I said, 2.5 years off. First game back. I ain't really trying to do too much.
Gotcha.
I just want to do enough,
Gotcha.
Well, you certainly did that being the neutralizer as you were per usual today.
Yeah, but them two, oh my God. Shout out to Richardson. Definitely shout out to Richardson.
Yeah.
But them two definitely made me upset. I had to realize we lied. My fault, y'all. My fault. Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be some fun, though, for the rest of the season. I look forward to it. Like I said, I understood what my role was coming into it. It's not me trying to do too much, but also, if my number's called, I'm going to definitely take that opportunity.
Well, you have definitely showed why that you want to make 3-on-1s fun again. But I mean, Von Richardson, he is a tremendous player, and
he cool.
No,
I ain't gonna say all that. He cool. You know what I mean?
well, I mean,
broken plays.
you're a player, so I expect that from
a couple
you.
broken plays. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't nothing
Pat?
too crazy. I did give him much respect though. Even though I'm talking now, I definitely give him a little respect. You know, let him know way to make plays.
Listen, Knox. For what it's worth, he got 2 of them. He
did.
earned that.
He did.
2
No,
of them.
for sure.
He earned that. He earned that.
But you see what you said? Earned. They weren't given.
Yeah, no. and that's the way it should be. And that's why it's a joy to see what you guys can do in the 3-on-1, and you guys would make the 3-on-1 exciting because you've got 2 guys that are corralling you that are fast enough in order to get down there, and the fact that you put the ball out of the end zone.
Oh yeah.
Kamari back to throw. Last play of the game.
Come on.
Last
You're
play
loose.
of the game.
You're
Kamari
loose.
running. Kamari running.
there. Get in
Kamari does not get in. And
I wanted
that's
it for him, though.
That's how the game ends. It ends after 3 periods. It is a 50-6 Stealth score. Stealth go to 2-0. So, on April the 12th, it will be the undefeated Stealth taking on the undefeated Insomniacs. Somebody's O will go on April the 12th when we reconvene after the Easter Resurrection Sunday break. Again, special thanks to 2-5 for joining us.
Appreciate you.
He got back there on the field and show off his 3-on-1 skill and prowess, as only he can do.
Late night recap show?
There will be a Muslim Dub recap show
Yes,
coming
sir.
on.
Make sure I get that link. Let me make sure I get that link. I got some stuff to address.
Uh-oh. Well, there you heard it, folks.
Yeah, I got some stuff to address.
2-5 will join myself and Mizzle on the recap show.
Hey, really, make sure you tune in, all right?
Recapping what took place in the A7FL on week 3. Denzel Daniels definitely had fun doing the PA today.
Yes, sir. He did his thing. He was very exciting to listen to.
Yes.
He was very, you know what I'm saying, in tune with the action.
Zelly brought a lot of passion, as I like to say. Well, 2-5, final thoughts on what you saw on this game, because I know what your thoughts will be on what you and your teammates did earlier today, putting up 53.
This game right here, it was decent. Like I said, it wasn't. I mean, it went. I'm pretty sure the way everybody expected. With the Stealth, of course, putting up some high numbers. Again, I'm pleased, and you can't be too hard on the Hunters. You got to appreciate them at least showing up, not giving up, and finishing the game.
Oh, well, that's very well said. Well, first off, to Warner, appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Coming in.
Yes,
and I was not going to have no issue doing the Vin Scully, but, boys came through. Zelly, good to see you. As Mr. Rivera was on assignment, but Mr. Warner Turo, of course, coaching at Clark High, decided to come in and help your boy out, which is greatly, greatly appreciated. Warner, your final thoughts on what we saw today here in week 3 before we hit the Easter break?
Well, we saw the difference between 2 teams that want to be aggressive against 2 teams that don't have that same aggression. And the teams that want to be aggressive put up 50 points. The teams that didn't want to be aggressive, they took what you call a old-fashioned butt kicking. And the 2 teams that got the 50 burger put on them, they got to go back to the drawing board, figure out a game plan, think of something a package or something that they can put together, utilize the talents that they have on their sideline, put those pieces to work, and try to get something going. If you can't do that, losing makes a season a very, very long stretch.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, just to recap all the action that took place today in week number 3 of the American Sevens Football League. The Silk City Animals go to 3-0. They pitch a shutout by beating the Virginia Heathens 46-0. The defending champions, who played Ironman football in Lexington, Kentucky, it was a dogfight, but then at the end of the day, the Trenton BIC pulled away with a 38-12 victory over the Lexington Phantoms. The BIC now 2-1 on the season. And the Eastern Renegades put up a fight, but the Patterson U at the end got the win, 38-28, and the Patterson U are now 3-0 on the season. Here in Nevada, the Insomniacs put up 53 on Sickwood at 53-22, the final score. And here in the nightcapper, it was the Silver State Stealth, also going to 2-0, beating the Hunters. The Hunters did not get shut out. The Hunters scored their first points of the year, but the final score was 50-6. Not sick, 6. No pun intended.
They're going to be sick at home tonight.
Well, I mean, hey, you're not wrong. Anyhow, coming up tonight, it is the Mizzle and Dub Show, A7FL Recap Show, and 2-5 just said, I got some things I want to say, so you might want to tune in for that on the Mizzle and Dub and Other Side of the Ball channels on YouTube. With that said, folks, enjoy your Easter break as Mr. Steveland Morris, a.k.a. better known as Stevie Wonder, will take us home because you are signed, sealed, and delivered. Indeed, indeed. But special thanks to all the hard-working men and women that bring you this action that is the American Sevens Football League. Special thanks, as always, to Mel Carey, the hardest working man in sports, and, of course, the man that put this all together, Mr. Derek Duncan. Greatly appreciated all those guys. Special thanks to the cameraman. Special thanks to Steve Ashmore of Ashmore Media. Please check out his social media all over the place, Ashmore Media. And also, you can get some gear, just like you can get some Mizzle and Dub Show gear on the Mizzle and Dub Show shop.com. Anyhow, for Live with 2-5.
Yes, sir.
For Warner Turo. Thank you. Chris Vera, who is on assignment.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Once again, happy birthday to Miss Tammy.
Yes, ma'am.
From all of us here at A7FL Nevada, I'm Anthony Alvarez saying thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed watching as we enjoyed bringing it to you. You have been watching the American Sevens Football League here on A7FL.TV. Once again, the final scores here from Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon. Earlier today, we saw the Las Vegas Insomniacs beat Las Vegas Siquidit 53-22, and the Silver State Stealth beating the Vegas Hunters 50-6. Thank you for watching. We will see you once again on April the 12th as we reconvene from the Easter break. Enjoy your Easter Sunday. And once again, this has been a presentation of the American Sevens Football League. Good night.